According to a recent study by the University of California, 1 in 4 teens have been cyberbullied. This includes high schools all over the nation. A recent informal poll showed that 54% of students at Central Hardin High School have been cyberbullied. 68% of teens also think that cyberbullying is a serious problem. According to Counselor Bruce Evans, cyberbullying is on the rise at Central Hardin.
The use of all of these technologies is on the rise and constantly changing and evolving. So there's going to be some way for someone to find a way to tease someone else or say something about someone else that's new that we don't even know about yet that's coming.
Brandon Carter was bullied by classmates who called him names and ridiculed him over social media of Facebook during his freshman year. Carter says it was very hard for him.
It affected me pretty bad. I thought that I really needed to die and everything like that, and I thought that maybe sometimes it would be better for me not to be here and stuff like that. But really, to be honest, I really didn't think about suicide or nothing like that. I just thought about, like, should I move to another school to make my life easier?
Psychology teacher Renata Kahowitz says that cyberbullying has long-term effects.
And then for some, those issues from being bullied could last into later life. And the unfortunate thing, for some people, it could even lead to suicide.
School Resource Officer Roger Ramsey says it's hard to police cyberbullying.
Kentucky, there is no criminal offense called bullying, none. What you have to look at are the specific behaviors involved. Bullying across the board is kind of recognized as a continuing course of conduct, some kind of pattern of behaviors. And what the law sees is each of the individual behaviors that's making the pattern. So whether it's harassment, harassed communication, terroristic threatening, assault, whatever it is, you have to look at the individual components. School policy is a little bit different. They have an anti-bullying policy. So you can be punished by the school for bullying, but in the criminal justice world, the juvenile justice world, you would be punished for whatever each individual behavior may be.
The biggest problem with cyberbullying comes with the fact that teens spend most of their time in school, but schools aren't equipped to police it.
It is very difficult for the schools to do a whole lot about cyberbullying. We do everything we can, but there's so much out there, it's very difficult to track all of it. But however, anytime something happens or something's posted where someone's been threatened, we always follow up on it, talk to the students if we can. But the best way to prohibit or prevent cyberbullying is for parents to constantly monitor what their child is putting on social media.
When someone is cyberbullied, they need to do a report. They need to report it to an adult that they trust, to a police officer they trust. We have an officer here at school that most of the students know and like, and he's very trustworthy, Officer Ramsey, or one of the counselors, or one of the assistant principals, or the principal himself, any teacher. But they do need to report. They also need to save any documented things like posted pictures, Facebook files, YouTube videos, text, etc. Save all of those things so that they can use those as evidence if necessary to prove that they are being cyberbullied. I tell students on a regular basis, think before you post, because what you put out there on a computer stays out there. Someone can find access to it somehow. You can delete to your heart's content, but most of those things can be tracked by experts, and so be careful what you post and think before you post. Would you want your grandmother to see this?
From HCEC-TV, I'm CJ Cale.